That's a fake sword. That's a wood sword.
Thank you, Shad.
What is even going on here?
Shadiversity.
Greetings, I'm Shad.
And greetings, I'm Tyranth.
And Tyranth, correct me if I'm wrong, but you have a bit of a pet peeve with sword Guinness World Record stuff?
Yeah. Yeah.
They're lies!
Well, it's not that they're lies. It's just they're usually so pointless. Yeah. Like, I don't know other word to describe it. And this isn't just for swords. It's like there's so many Guinness World Records where it's like, how many Oreo cookies can I fit in my mouth? You know, like
really random
things.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Should we make up some? What could we do? Like,
well, because like what we're looking at today is some Guinness World Record sword edition, right? Mm-hmm. And when you watch them, you go like, yeah, I guess
it's something.
I guess
because this one it looks like most candles extinguished with a single sword strike. This is not that difficult.
No.
I've got a video debunking the candles extinguished with with nunchucks, and
it's so easy.
It's so you can do it with your hand. It's just displacing air and blowing out candles.
Yeah.
Now look, swords displace less air, so I will grant that it's a little bit more difficult, but getting an aligned like slash to just chop off wicks, it's like...
But again, it's like, does this serve a function in any sort of capacity?
Well, not only that, it doesn't necessarily show...
Skill.
Yeah, great skill. There are some actually difficult things that people do with swords that do demonstrate real skill. Yeah. This one is a gimmick.
Like it's like a comparison between, I don't know, the first person to climb Mount Everest. That's why it's like, that's a Guinness World. You know? It's like the first person to climb Mount Everest on a Stairmaster. You go...
I mean, this is like akin to the first person to roll down small hills, and do it 100 times. You know,
we're not even disparaging this person. Like, I don't know who this person is.
Know who he is.
We're not being mean to any of these people. It's just the concept, and we've got more of them where you're just kind of like, what is Guinness World Records anymore?
Yeah. Well, let's watch this and see what it. So most candles here. Big build up. How many candles is that? Maybe 100.
3 rows.
3 rows.
It's always China as well. They seem to do a lot of the... Again. Oh,
that's
brother.
A fake sword. That's a wood sword.
Thank you, Shad.
What is even going on here?
Shad, we agree on this very, very much.
Yeah.
Because remember when that dude was cutting the 5 apples? He was using a fake sword.
Fake friggin' sword.
Do you know how many people in the comments were like, it cuts things, it's a real... I'm like, brother.
No.
You can call it a training sword if you want.
Yeah.
You can call it, I don't know, a prop sword, but it's not a real sword.
Exactly. The reason why this is important is it's not only sharpness, right? But actual, weight. The weight of a sword is so much more heavier than wood. It's not so super cumbersome, but it affects your ability to control it in a refined way.
I would even say more than that. Respect for your blade. Yeah. Like, it's like a Nerf dart and a pistol.
Yeah.
You treat them very differently. I mean, you can say gun safety, blah, blah, blah. But what I'm saying is, when you're actually, for example, the apple one is a good example. When I'm cutting those 5 apples with a real blade, there is a very real chance that if I slip, I can take my fingers off.
It's more impressive because it's real.
Whereas if you're doing it with this, it has like a kind of a bevel and then maybe a little bit of an edge, but it's not going to slice my fingers off. It'll give me some splinters.
No, making it wood makes this task so much easier. Like, it's actually quite akin to someone achieving a weightlifting championship with fake weaker weights. It's like, what do you mean? The lighter weights just make the job easier. That's exactly what's happening here.
I'm so happy we agree on this.
I'm pissed, Tyranth. This is an absolute friggin' outrage.
Thank you, yes.
Nothing! You did it with a fake sword!
I would... have they got slow-mo? I want to see if he does it with the flat of the blade or the edge.
Yeah, did he do it with the edge to just displace...
Just press play, maybe they'll do a slow-mo. Oh no, he did it with the edge. But again, keep in mind, these blades are also thicker than a regular blade.
This is not hard. All he is flicking the blade over the wicks to make it... You know, I'm even more pissed off now. Because guess what? A real sword has a chance to just cut through the wick and not displace the air or blade. Yeah. By doing a thick wood blade that has a rounded edge, you're more likely to displace the wick. So the blade's coming in, hits the wick, and because it's blunt, it's going to push the wick down and blow out it easier.
I'll even one-up you. You know what's even harder than both of those things? Cutting all of those candles. Do you know how hard candles are?
Yes, I've tried it. I actually have tried it, and candles are surprisingly difficult to cut through.
Because wax like that just kind of wants to crack and break rather than actually cut. So even if you cut them, I'd be more about. Let's say
they're all out.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, this is an outrage. This is an actual friggin' cheat right here. Because you can see, like that wood blade is just knocking the wicks down, displacing the flame, causing them to go out easier. Absolute crap.
I love this because it's the exact same thing as the Apple one with the fake wood swords. It annoys me so much. I don't know why. It just does.
No. What annoys me is that they're now gassing it up. Like the reaction here to him, whoa, that's amazing. It was like, no. And this reminds me of like the fake, there's a lot of fake sword crap out there to try and falsely present something to be far greater than what it is. And so one of the common ones is to show how sharp the katana is, they get a really thin sheet of steel and they chop the steel in half, right? And people are like, whoa, that's crazy. And it's like, you can do that with a butcher's knife.
Yeah.
This is nothing special, but because they presented like, oh, it's steel, it's really, like, fake sword crap, man. New record. New friggin' record.
All right, let's check out the next one.
All right, so this is another one. What record is going on here?
Josh Horton attempts an incredible katana juggling record title. So this one I'm a little bit more...
Yeah, this is difficult.
I don't want to do that.
I bet they're not sharp.
Even if, I just don't want to do that. And the thing is that I will give this one more.
I will give this one a bit more, credit and like, okay, like this is legitimately hard. You would never want to do it in combat. This is not a practical skill.
Yeah.
But it is an impressive feat of coordination and dexterity.
Yeah.
Hello, my name is Josh Horton, and I'm attempting a brand new record category for Guinness World Records, the most samurai swords.
That is more ninja crap.
It is very, very more ninja.
Right in the feels. I feel like that makes it more dangerous. Now it's more impressive.
Well, if you're trying to juggle rat tail crap.
What can you tell me about this record?
What can you tell me about this replica? I'm like looking at the hilt right here, and like I can tell you a number of things just by looking at this. Yeah. And whoa. I'm fine, guys. I'm fine.
Interesting though, because these $5 mall swords, I don't know how they compare to like real swords, right?
Their weight might be worse.
I was going to say their weight would be a bit better because
it depends.
Those blades are usually thinner.
Yeah,
and they don't have proper
tangs.
Fullers either.
I was saying weight distribution. I don't think they're going to be as well balanced, but usually more ninja crap like this, they are thinner blades. Right about that, which would make the juggling, I guess, a bit easier.
Yeah. You're right though. I'm just thinking about it because if we took like 4 of our Romance of Men katanas and tried to juggle them, that's scary, bro. That is
sharp.
Like that takes off your hands if you're wrong.
I'm seeing. Look at how there's a brighter thing. That's a clear sign of either blunt or steep secondary bevel. I do not think they're sharp, but I could be wrong.
I think it's probably like a very functional edge, to be generous.
Working edge.
Authenticity of these swords. Sword versus banana.
I mean, you can do that with a blunt blade.
Yeah, and that's not even a clink.
That's not actually. So, that looks a bit of a nasty cut, actually. So, like, you know the Temu sword that came blunt in our review?
Yeah.
I was chopping pool noodles in half with it. So, as we mentioned, this sword is completely blunt. So, blunt, what is blunt? You can have a blunt sword that still has an edge, right?
Are you talking about the katanas?
No, the Temu sword.
Oh, okay. Because we got the Temu katanas as well.
Okay, no. I'm talking about the Temu longsword, and in our first review, I was cutting pool noodles in half, and it's blunt. You'll draw it on your hand and not do anything. We've sharpened it up now. That's not a sharp blade, dude. I almost want to go outside and film us doing that with a blunt blade.
We've got plenty of videos. Like we literally did a video cutting with blunt blade.
This is already I get it. This was impressing me, but now when I see blatant deception to try, like, this is sharp, guys, real sure, like, no. And just by how poorly that cut a friggin' banana.
I'm still more impressed with this one.
It is more impressive than the other one.
Yeah.
I just get pissed off by the dishonesty, dude.
In this week's exclusive, Tyranth and I take a look at the supposed suggestions that people say you should know before you buy a sword. Are they correct? Do they get things entirely wrong? Well, we have a deep dive kind of review, analysis, reaction, looking at what people claim you need to know before you buy a sword, and you get that exclusive for just $1 a month through Subscribestar, Patreon, or channel memberships, and then you help ensure that we get to keep making the content that you like. YouTube has become so unreliable, and the ad revenue is off a cliff. If it wasn't for this support, we wouldn't be able to keep making these videos, but thanks to you, we're still going forward, and then we can make the ones that you particularly want to see, and give it back. So thank you everyone who is supporting us. Hope you enjoy this week's exclusive.
Sorry, that's funny. All right, let's throw these steel in the air.
Center of balance rotation. They look
I'm sorry.
They look top heavy.
There's something just funny about him wearing safety glasses, throwing sword like they're sword-like objects, right? Throwing sword-like objects while you're looking up at them, and it's like, well, if that hits you, it's not going to hit you in the eye. It's going to.
Yeah. I would be wearing a mask.
Yeah.
I mean, this is very similar to the pin juggling. Like where bowling pins. They juggle bowling pins. If you can juggle bowling pins, you should kind of be able to do this. They're just a bit longer, so you need a bit more distance. I mean, I think juggling is impressive on its own. I don't actually see this as that more impressive than just juggling, you know.
I reckon it definitely adds to it because how long they are,
Yes, yeah.
So I definitely give this one more than the other one.
Yeah,
I wouldn't do this.
No, well, I suck at juggling. I've never even tried it.
Well, that went pretty well, but Philip, can you make it official?
Josh, that was extreme to watch, but I didn't feel at all threatened. You felt very under control.
My life has changed.
All right, let's check out the last one.
All right, last one. This is the cutting apple from a sheath one, isn't it?
No, that's not him. No, this isn't him.
Oh, it's not him? Okay.
I think this is just an intro clip.
Oh, at least it's a real blade this time for that.
Is that impressive?
No.
How small does it have to be impressive?
I always consider anything that I can do is not impressive, and I can do this. So therefore.
Okay, yeah. So that's why I'm asking you, how small would you go until you can't do it?
I think it would take me a couple of tries, but I could hit a ping pong ball size.
Yeah.
All right, grape size is impressive.
Okay. Shad's impressed by me. All right, let's move on. I've done smaller. I've done like
all right,
a little Nurofen thing.
Well, because Tyranth can do it now, I'm not impressed.
I think this is just the intro. I don't think this is actually what the record is.
He's come up in katana cutting challenges.
Yeah.
Like there was like a man versus machine where a guy's cutting tatami mats versus a robot, and I think it's that same guy doing it.
I just don't find this one that impressive again because it's kind of just like how much can I do in a certain time frame.
Yeah.
It's very similar to, remember when we did this, was it Sword Fails, I think? Where there was some dude with, everybody had pineapples on their head and he was running across with the thing.
Yeah.
It's the same sort of thing.
Well,
this one is more impressive than that, to be fair.
Yes, but here's the thing, right? If you have a properly sharp sword, a properly sharp sword, it is so easy to cut through a tatami mat. It's when I say easy, I mean effortless.
Yeah.
So, what's the video where we get the tatami mats? It's the when we review the Romance of Men Fukyo Katana.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure because I specifically try 0 effort cut. Or is it the tatami mat versus pool noodle that was the exclusive? That might be it. This is just the same. Okay then.
take.
Yeah.
Super low effort. I'm just dropping this sword on the tatami, and it cuts through like butter, and I'm putting no effort in. So when you have something that becomes that easy, if the sword is just sharp enough, you could do it like 100 times and it's not hard.
Yeah.
Again.
And that's kind of my take on these ones. It's just, it's one of those things where it's just a lot of something.
Yeah. But for people who are unfamiliar with swords, right, and they don't know how easy tatami can cut through,
Because, like, to put it into perspective, there are, I was going to say hundreds of thousands, probably tens of thousands of people per day who just cut tatami, whether it's in Japan, in Europe, there's cutting competitions.
Now-
Cutting tatami is very...
don't get me wrong, tatami can be a skillful, difficult thing when you're dealing with a more challenging sword. When you're dealing with a really, really sharp sword, it becomes effortless. Okay? That's what we're pointing out here. And of course, if I was going into a situation like this, I'm getting that sword as sharp as hell, right?
Yeah.
To ensure success.
Not only that, you would probably choose like a particular geometry of the blade that is really good for it.
Katanas are, by nature of their design, very optimized.
Yeah, but there's
for
even
that.
better geometries.
Oh, well, get the oak shot type,
No, I'm talking about with katanas, because some of them can have thicker
really,
bevels.
really thin
Yes,
bevels,
yeah.
So, you know what this will end up being? Endurance and fitness. Like, what he's achieving here is not difficult to do for one tatami mat, but I will grant it that as soon as you keep going, right, you're going to start to get tired. And when you start to get tired, that's where edge alignment can start to be affected. Still, these are effortless cuts for how sharp the blade is, just by looking at it. Like look at this.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying you couldn't make a mistake, or I couldn't make a mistake, even with the most optimal setup with.
But I think
super sharp
I think even if he makes a mistake, that doesn't matter, because it's just about how many you get.
Oh, well, see, I think what would make this challenge far more valid, one mistake, you got to reset.
I agree.
But see, he's getting tired now. But it doesn't seem like they're doing that, are they? Is it just how many cuts you can do? Because okay, so they're on a timer.
Yeah.
Is that a minute then, is it? So, okay. If this is just... Because not only is it, can you do it, how many can you do within a given time limit, that's where I might be like, okay, because I don't know who's competing against.
Yeah.
Because if there was actually, oh damn, I really have to book it to get this, to me, the speed that he was doing... I feel I've matched on like pool noodles where I call them machine gun cuts, like bang, 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 right? They're not hard, but if I had to do like bang, 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 like really fast, you know what would actually impress me if this was a real speed test? How many cuts you can do on a single tatami, right? And time that down to the milliseconds.
Yeah.
And if you can get like 4 cuts, within a second... Damn.
Yeah.
That's where I'd be like, okay, I'm seeing skill here.
I think the way I look at it is a lot of these records aren't particularly, I don't want to say skill based, right? They're very either repetitive and sort of someone could do if they bothered to put in the effort, Whereas when you have to do something truly skill-based, like, for example, how quickly you can cut a tatami mat doing non-repetitive strikes. Let me put it that way.
Yeah.
So every strike that you do on the tatami has to be different from the other. That all of a sudden makes it more complex.
I mean, what would really impress me, right? Like, how many times you can cut a tatami after the first cut. You cut low, and you have the first one in the air. Can you do multiple cuts on that one? And so it's really hard to do 2 cuts on the one floating in the air. And if I saw someone do 3 cuts, I'll be like, oh damn, okay then, okay.
Because at least with the apple one, you are not only do you have to pick up the apple, you have to throw up the apple, you have to unsheath your sword, cut it, sheath it again, then pick up the next apple, throw the apple up, sheath it up. So that at least there's more variability
and
there.
And there's more complexity in the movements with that, which makes it awkward and hard to train and get fast.
Exactly. Whereas these ones, they're just repetition, reps.
Grain of sand.
I hate sand. So
now we have the true skill. A fly. Man who can chop chop fly with sword can achieve anything.
But yeah, these are just some Guinness World Record ones. I'm going to be honest here. There's nothing really for me to sink my teeth into.
Yeah, I think there could be much better record challenges than what we have seen so far.
Yeah.
Should we contact Guinness?
To do what, though?
Well, just something a bit more valid. That's a bit hard to do. And because, look, it would be easy to just pick a gimmicky dumb
exactly.
thing, right?
And that's why,
get a record.
And that's why it's just not...
Well, let's do it then.
It's not...
Because if they have a record, let's get us on the books.
I have integrity. If you're gonna do a record, make it something that is good, worthwhile.
But...
Like, how many swords can I throw in a minute? Like, that's just shit. Like,
yeah.
Shadan Brooks can throw 30 swords in 30 seconds. Wow. Amazing.
Because the challenge becomes, or really arises, when people want to try and beat the record.
Yeah.
Right? And then that pushes people further, where... I mean...
The thing is that you go like...
Yeah.
Like,
I doing this one. Yeah, but...
Well, like, let me put it this way.
I don't see much point.
I came like 0.2 of a second off the Apple Guinness World Record with a real sword, mind you, on my second attempt.
Well, you should beat it.
Yeah, but like...
contact Guinness.
Who cares? That's my point, is that it's not actually a hard record. I'm not saying I'm the best swordsman in the world. That's what I mean by it's so ridiculous. Like, there shouldn't be a record for it. That's what I'm saying.
No, that one, I think, like, if we contact Guinness and say, no, we want to not only beat this record, we want to raise the bar and set a new standard that it must be done with a real sword.
I mean, it should. I think the first one should be invalid just because it's not a real sword to begin with.
Well,
like
if you beat it with a real sword, that invalidates it. Do it, Tyranth.
It should be invalid just because it's a wood.
Guys, let us know in the comments. Do you reckon we should contact Guinness World Records?
I get really fired up about the wood sword thing.
Yeah, I know. That's outrageous.
Yeah,
that is friggin' outrageous. Do you think we should try and put ourselves on the record books, Tyranth?
We're gonna set a new gun world record with a Nerf blast.
I know, right? That's effectively what it is, though. Let us know in the comments if you think we should contact Guinness World Records and beat either one or a couple of them, or set a new ones.
Sorry, I just want to see how many he actually got in the end, because I feel like he wasn't going like full speed, you know?
No, neither do I. I mean, because like if you drag it out to where it really starts to become exhausting, then it's like, okay, conditioning and fitness. But I mean, a minute.
But a minute, like, even if you don't have the best stamina, you can do for a minute. You'll be pretty tired.
Dude, I've done it. Me swinging around that super giant sword for a minute, right?
I think you did
even me with crap fitness.
I think you did 45 seconds. Just to be fair here.
I'm not saying I didn't feel the length of time, but I could push myself to do it because it's a short period of time.
If it was like 5 minutes, then it's like, whew,
that's when I was like, okay, I would actually really struggle.
87. Okay, all right. So he did 87 cuts in under a minute. Or a minute.
With a really sharp sword, right? You can do really fine, quick cuts without much effort. Just like bang, bang, bang.
And he was kind of doing wide cuts on each one.
Like, that's what I mean. It's like with what we were seeing there, right? He was doing kind of where you can actually just do bang, 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 bang.
Yeah, you can. What Shad's saying is you can do more cuts on one tatami.
Yeah.
So you could see, like, he's got enough to do like
he's
two more.
He's doing like 3. You could do 5 quick little pop, right? Yeah. Actually, you could smash this record kind of easy.
Yeah.
Honestly. Like, because look how 3, he's really 4. Doing the whole big
He's doing
thing.
about 4 per mat.
Yeah. And look, he had to stop then, but that was a big chunk of the tatami he cut then.
Yeah.
Look, I kind of want to beat it.
Yeah, but like, look at the setup, man. Like, this is just a lot of
resources. It would be annoying. We would have to make every single stand.
Exactly.
We'd need to bring in helpers to replace the mats as we cut, and then we would need to import the tatami mats.
All for nothing. I want to make it clear. For nothing.
For a single video that YouTube will bury and only let to get 20,000 views.
Exactly.
But if we got on the Guinness World Records, I'm almost wanting to do it as a matter of principle, Tyranth.
Oh God. Anyway, wanted to check out.
Hey, if we did a Kickstarter GoFundMe, like, guys, would you donate to us breaking these Guinness World Records to help us fund the setups for them?
Let us know in the comments as well if you have any more like Guinness World Record sword ones, like actually impressive ones. Because this is what I just typed in Guinness World Record swords, and I found these ones as the top results. So I'm assuming that they're the most impressive. If there's better ones out there, please send them, because that would be far better to look at.
Yeah.
These ones I'm just personally not that impressed by.
You know, like, also what I think is throwing the guy, him moving around in a circle could get you a bit dizzy. If you just had a way, like a rotating thing that's like, here's one tatami mat, here's the next tatami mat, and you just stay in the same position, go bang, 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 next, bang, 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 bang. Wow, you could smash that record easy.
Well, honestly, I would probably want it in a diagonal line, so you can cut, step forward, cut. So you're constantly moving forward. That would be easier as well.
What if you had like a square rig, right? A square that had a tatami in each corner that rotated. And so you got the one there, bang, 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 rotate, bang, bang, and then you have a...
Does it count as double if you do double wrapped?
No, I think this is single wraps.
Yeah, but if you double wrap it, then it's twice as many cuts.
I think that would be a whole different record then.
How?
I don't know, because doubles. How many cuts you can get on a double?
There we go. His answer. I don't know.
I don't know. Let us know, guys. I'm like, ultimately, I don't have the energy for it. Yeah. But if you guys are really keen for it, let us know.
And if you want to check out another video where we test out actual sword fails, and we do pretty well at them.
Well, yeah, like people have actually injured themselves attempting that, and we show it can be done. We wouldn't do it. We wouldn't choose to do it in real life, but we could pull it off successfully.
Yeah, don't do it. Anyway, video should be there. Check it out.
Cheers, guys.